Greetings, unsettled souls, and welcome to the Correct Views. Sammy B. DeGangi reporting for the Media Speaks. Doesn't really matter how you're seeing this one. Those of you used to the HDEF, well, if you listen to the last show, you know that we have to get a new HDEF plug. So that's the news on that. It's coming. It's not a big deal. You're not here to see my pretty face as I report for the Media Speaks. Well, maybe you are. You're probably here for the news. So go ahead, do what you do. Turn the video off anyway. Go play on the internet and listen to the news. Just being real. Paul Joseph Watson and Alex Jones, PrisonPlanet.com. Many of you know I'm a Christian. I've said it over and over and over and over again. But there are times when religious institutions have stabbed us in the back. This is one such instance. I am not blind to the problems that exist in circles that I support. I am a Christian. I'm not an idiot. I don't want the death of my country, and that's what we're looking at here. Look, over and over and over again, I've been very, very clear. I am part Mexican. I am not against immigration. I think we need to stop selling the right to be a U.S. citizen, which is what's happening. If you have a lot of money, you can pretty much buy your way into the country because you can't afford to do it if you're poor. This form, that form, that. We need to make it easier to get into the country legally. But we need to know who is in the country. And those that are here illegally should not be allowed to stay. I'm sorry, they should not. They should have to apply like anyone else. And one of the things that they should have to do is at least learn communicating in English. If I was going to go to Mexico, I would learn how to speak Mexican. If I was going to go to Canada, I'm probably not going to go move my happy ass into Quebec if I don't know how to speak French, because that is just the way it is. People do not want to be having to bend over backwards because you have no idea of the culture that you're in. Michael Savage has mentioned that we're seeing diseases formerly wiped out in this country being brought in from, we're seeing tuberculosis. We're seeing things like that coming up from down there. Also, let's remember, we're not getting the best and brightest here. We're getting the people that are sneaking in and are poor there. If they were doing so great, they'd be happy where they were at. They're coming up here, but they don't even have minimal jobs there. I mean, at all. It's time for us to stop illegal immigration and make legal immigration easier. Well, here we go. The revelation that South Texas church groups are transporting countless illegals into the United States before letting them go, quote, wherever they want to, illustrates how establishment religious organizations are working to exacerbate the immigrant invasion of America. And keep in mind, it is an invasion. It's an invasion. They take the jobs that, I mean, don't tell me the things that well, Americans won't do it. BS. McCain said nobody will pick lettuce for $11 an hour. I know a whole lot of people that'll pick lettuce for $11 an hour because they're making a lot less than that now. I got a friend of mine who is a manager at a Marks. He makes like nothing. So don't tell me people won't do it. That's a lie. Second of all, let's say some businesses are paying illegal immigrants less. If we suddenly give amnesty to all of the illegals, then they're going to be legal, right? Common sense here. I'm speaking real easy. All right, stay with me. Once they become citizens, you have to pay them as much as you pay everyone else. It's just fair. Therefore, what are you going to need in order to pay those low wages? You're going to need more illegal immigrants. It doesn't work. We don't have enough jobs for the people here now. Okay, America is a broke nation. We are a nation that has outsourced our opportunities away. And we are a country that has no opportunity for the people already here. Partly due to this, mostly due to outsourcing. As InfoWars exclusively reported yesterday, it says nonprofit groups and churches are chauffeuring illegal immigrants from the bus station in McAllen, Texas, before giving them temporary shelter and later releasing them onto the streets. So the churches, are just letting these people go, and they're going to go into your neighborhood. They're going to go ahead and they're going to plant a community garden, right? No, they're going to rape your daughter. Not all of them, obviously. Like I said, have Mexican blood going through these veins. I get it. Mexico would not allow my gringo ass to go into their country. And if I did, illegally, I would be where I belong, in jail, because I would be an invader. Christelle and I are planning to go on a cruise, God willing. Side note, we junked a car and won a cruise. Dead serious. We're going to be going on a cruise. You have to get a passport. If I don't get a passport, I expect them to arrest me. Same rules. It's just common sense. It's not my country. Caribbean, for those wondering. Bahamas. All right, guys. InfoWars reporters witnessed children and their mothers, primarily consisting of illegals from Guatemala, being picked up throughout the day by vans marked TFC, the family church, before being driven to nearby facilities. It should be illegal, and they should be prosecuted. I'm pretty sure it is illegal. An employee of the organization admitted to InfoWars that once the illegals are taken into temporary care, where they enjoy hot showers, food, and a place to sleep, they are subsequently released and allowed to go wherever they want to go. There you go. The church is literally making Texas and the world a more dangerous place. It absolutely is disgusting. It says a list of advocacy organizations that support illegal immigration also illustrates how numerous different major church groups have thrown their weight behind the amnesty cause, including Assemblies of God, Brethren in Christ Church, Christian Reformed Church in North America, Church of the Nazarene, and it goes on and on and on, with a bunch of churches that have spit in the face of America is what they've done. It's a sad day. It's a sad, sad day. Why does it matter, Sam? Why? All right, how about this for you? How about the ultimate, oh my God, the correct views was so unbelievably right that it's not even funny? Report. Gunmen steal radioactive device from Mexican research labs. No, Sam. The average American isn't too stupid to not know the difference between a Mexican and an Arab. Trust me, half of America couldn't tell you the difference if they're dressed properly. Mexicans are never terrorists. No, never. Americans are never terrorists. No, never. I've been predicting some kind of a dirty bomb attack from the southern border as well as the northern border, but especially southern. Forever. Forever. For long before that I had this show. Way before that. I talked about it in reference to Iran, and I think that's a very frightening and real possibility as well. Basically, you take a nuclear device, of which I'm going to explain in a minute, but an X-ray machine, if you will, and in layman's terms, you blow it up in a very populated area. If you don't think that that can be bad, go ahead and type in Brazilian nuclear accident. It's one of the only nuclear accidents to happen that far south. Some scrappers accidentally broke into a nuclear facility and found a blue glowing substance that they were eating and putting on their tongues and rolling on when they were having sex. And This cool stuff was radioactive poison, and it poisoned the entire city. Little girls had to be buried in lead-lined coffins after the United States. Mexican officials say that a radioactive device has been stolen from a government research facility. The device contained an cesium-37 deadly, and americium beryllium was housed at the National Construction Laboratory located in Tultilan, just north of Mexico City, reports Fox News Latino. The theft, which involved an unknown number of armed gunmen storming the research building, has left the Mexican government scrambling. So we're letting this happen. Racist against the Mexican people. I'm not racist against Mexicans at all. I don't want the lowest common denominator of their country sneaking into mine. I think they should prosecute the lowest common denominator of America that creeps into their country in exactly the way. I'm not sneaking into the boat to go on the cruise. I am doing it legally. You're rich. I all but won the thing. The point is, you don't break into a country. I completely blinked out there for a second, so don't panic, don't go away. I'm still here. I don't know why I blinked out like that. But you haven't